So I'm really going to use them just to build tension. The player may see a place they want to explore, but can see an enemy spawner. They have to decide if they're going to take the risk to go there. On day 2, I'm picking up where I left off on day 1. I've already got my food spawners and my coins and all my different regions set up. Now I'm going to start concentrating on enemies. I'm going to throw in some enemy spawners strategically on this map. I want them to be visible, and I want the player to have a sense that there's danger out there. Because the spawners are constantly spawning enemies, it's hard to really conceal them or use them as traps unless you've got some kind of object in front of them. So I'm really going to use them just to build tension. The player may see a place they want to explore, but can see an enemy spawner. They have to decide if they're going to take the risk to go there. As you may have figured out from some of the things I've said in the instructional portions of these videos, I'm a sucker for traps, so I'm going to set up enemy zones in areas of interest and around my coins. Even though a single enemy isn't going to do that much damage, it's great to set up a jump scare and to get the player's adrenaline going. I'm also playtesting constantly. I don't want to put in so many enemy spawners that my game starts to lag. The zones I can use more often because they only create one enemy and only when we set off the trigger. I'm happy to see how this is shaping up, and I'm excited to start day 3.